you need to calculate strategically. But if not, you better stay there. Otherwise, you'll find your way back home.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I've got the amazing Millie. She's a Kenyan living in Germany, and she's got amazing information about how she came to Germany and what she's doing in Germany. She's gonna be answering all those questions you asked me on my Instagram. So please go and follow her on her Instagram and follow her on YouTube. Subscribe to her channel because we've got a few videos planned for you guys. Let Millie introduce herself. Sorry.
My name is Millie, but I go by the name simply Millie on YouTube. I also have a YouTube channel, and I am a Kenyan currently residing in Germany, and my YouTube channel is all about my life in Germany, and I also make videos on FSG and AUSBUILDING and actually more. So you could go ahead and subscribe to my channel.
So like Millie said, she makes videos about FSJ and AUSBUILDING and other things, and in today's video we'll be talking about FSJ, which I'll let her explain to you guys. So what is FSJ?
Well, FSJ is a short form of Freiwilliges Soziales Jahr, which translates to volunteer social year in the English language. That's basically means you come and volunteer in Germany for a year in an institution. It could be maybe in a hospital, with a handicapped, in a kindergarten, or in a nursing home. So yeah.
You did mention there's a few more, probably we don't know by now.
But, for foreigners mostly, they take up, you know, the handicapped, the kindergarten, the nursing homes and hospitals. The other ones, they're not honestly quite common, but they're there. But for foreigners, I'm not so sure.
You did apply while you're in Kenya. How did you find out about the FSJ program in Germany?
Well, I have been knowing about FSJ since I was in high school, because I used to study the German language in high school, and after high school we had the opportunity to, like, if you used to study the German language, then you had the opportunity to also come and volunteer or do au pair. So I have been knowing about the program for a while, but I also studied German at the university and also at Goethe. So like, yeah, I have been knowing all these things for quite some time.
So you've already been studying German for quite a while before you applied. But if somebody's new to, you know, to FSJ and they would like to apply, what are the other requirements? What are the language requirements? What are other requirements for you to be able to apply for the program?
Well, for FSJ, if you're applying from, let's say in Kenya, you need at least a B1 language certificate, and that one you get it at the Goethe Institute, because the embassy requires a B1 certificate if you're applying for FSJ. But it always depends on the institutions, because some institutions might as well have their own terms and they might ask for A2. So in that case, well, you're lucky, then you don't have to do the B1 language. But it all depends on the embassy, because the embassy has the final say.
I think the German course is a bit expensive for some people. I mean, for some people back in Kenya. Can you like do an online course and then do a test in Goethe? Is that allowed?
Yes, it's honestly, yes, it's very much possible. It's not a must for you to go and take you know, a full course at the Goethe Institute, because it's honestly quite expensive for some people. So you can just opt to, you know, like a private tutor, or you do it yourself, because right now we are, you know, in the internet age. So all the materials that you want, if you want to, you know, to learn the language, you definitely get them online. So you can just have, you know, you can have the private lessons on yourself, you know, and then you go and do the exams, because the certificate is what's important. If you pass the exams, then that's it. You have the certificate.
I think that's doable, because while I was living in Germany, while I was pregnant with my son, I studied, I did my studies, German language studies at home, and my, you know, I did everything at home on the internet, and I just went to...
You did the Telk-Prüfung, right?
Yes.
The Telk, we have, you know, in Germany, we have the Telk-Prüfung and the Goethe Prüfung, but in Kenya, they only have Goethe, they don't have Telk. But there's a difference. There's a difference when it comes to their exams. They're quite similar, but there's some, some small difference with the TELC Prüfung and the GOTE Prüfung. But mostly if you're in Kenya or any other parts in Africa, most of them, they have GOTE Institute. So yeah.
So FSJ is a volunteer service, isn't it? And I think one of the requirements when you go to apply for a job, especially anywhere you go out to apply for a job, they want to know you have some experience. Is it a must you volunteer back in Kenya before you apply for FSJ?
No. It's not a must for you to have, like experience, because most of the people that actually volunteer, they're fresh from high school. So fresh from high school, you don't have, maybe you haven't done anything yet. The only thing I would suggest, if you have ever done any social work or anything to do with community development back home, let's say you have volunteered to take care of the kids in orphans in the orphanage, or maybe you work with the Red Cross, such things, giving back to the community, or like working in a kindergarten, anything of that sort, and then like you get a certificate from that place where maybe you've worked, even if it's 2 weeks, it doesn't matter, it counts actually. You can get something to certify, okay, you have done some social work or community development in your country, and now you want to volunteer outside your country, and have a little experience, different experience here and there. So yeah.
Is there any age requirement for the FSJ program?
Well, the age requirement is between the ages of 18 to 24, but they have exceptions. Most of the times under 18 is not for foreigners. Foreigners, they take up mostly from 18 years, but below 18 is maybe for the ones that are in Germany, like the Germans, because they also volunteer. And then for the foreigners is between the ages of 18 and 24, but they have exceptions. You can get if you're older than 24, you can still get FSJ, but older than 24, they also have their own program, which is BFD. With BFD, if you're older than 24, then BFD is for you.
There's no age limit with BFD?
Not necessarily.
Now you got your place, you've got everything sorted, and what about the flight ticket? Do you pay for yourself? Or
I paid for my flight ticket, I paid for my visa. But I heard there are some institutions that can pay for your flight ticket or visa. That one, I don't know about that one, but the one I applied to, I had to pay for my visa and my ticket.
I should expect if they pay for you, they would like deduct it from your salary payment?
Probably, yeah. If honestly, if you don't have any means of you like paying for the visa and stuff and your plane ticket, maybe you can talk to the organization, and if they can figure things out when you're here, you can pay the money back.
Some people will qualify with everything, but they don't have, because a flight ticket is expensive.
It's honestly expensive, but it's a one-way ticket. A one-way ticket is not as expensive as the return ticket, so you can get a flight of maybe 500 euros. A one-way ticket. So one-way ticket, it's not that expensive, because for FSD you just need a one-way ticket, you don't need a return ticket.
You mentioned about insurance, health insurance. Who pays for that? Do you pay yourself or the organization?
No. The organization has to pay for your health insurance. Health insurance is very expensive in Germany, and where you work, most of the times they're the ones that pay for your health insurance. So you don't need to pay for your health insurance by yourself. They're the ones who are supposed to pay for your health insurance, and find an institution that offers accommodation, because you yourself, you're not going to, I don't think you're going to manage getting an accommodation on your own. And for the embassy, they need to certify that you have accommodation. You cannot get a visa if you don't have accommodation, health insurance, the contract, the invitation letter from the organization. There's
one very important requirement here when we apply for visas in to come to UK, because they are very strict. you have some of the visas, you have to prove that you can sustain yourself while you're in Germany or while you're here.
Yes.
Do you have to have a certain amount of money in your bank account, like your own?
No, for FSJ you don't need that, because you're just, for example, the people that apply for FSJ, they're very young, 18 years of age, so you don't honestly have any yeah.
Most of the things provided.
Yes, so no, you don't need any to have any money in your bank account, because the organization is like going to employ you. Yes, you're going to be a volunteer, but it's more or less just like being employed, you know.
Let's talk now about the payment. Is it a salary? Is it pocket money? How is it?
The payment, you're volunteering, so it's not a payment, it's pocket money.
Yeah.
It's pocket money, and most of the time is from 400 euros, I would say, approximately. Most organizations pay 400 euros, so that's your pocket money. But you know, they are paying for your health insurance, they are paying for your accommodation,
And food.
and so food is food, you're sorting yourself with the pocket money. The 400 euros is the one you have to, yes, it's for, yeah, you know, au pairs, how much money do au pairs get? 200 euros, 260 euros in a month. Yes,
That's what I was confusing.
yes, because you're living with the family, you're eating with the family, so you don't yeah. But for FSJ, you're cooking for yourself.
That's still a lot of money, isn't it? Because when you look into the future, which we'll talk about in a separate video, it's a chance for you to come here earn that little money while you're learning more about the German, because doing a German course in Kenya is totally different from you living in Germany, isn't it?
Let me give you my story. When I came to Germany, I have been studying this language for the longest time ever, but I came here and I was like, okay, what the hell was I studying? I was like, no way. It's honestly very, very different. You know, when you interact with the locals and how they speak the language, forget it.
So let's talk about working hours.
Yes, you're fully employed, but you're just volunteering. And if I give an example, if you're volunteering in a hospital or a nursing home, it means you also be working during the weekends, you know, because they have shifts. So you have late shifts and maybe the morning shifts.
Okay.
Yes. So
Do you get days off?
yes, of course you get
And
days.
holiday?
You get days off, and you also get holidays. Most of the times you have like 30 days holiday. That's how it is. Even when you're employed, even me right now, I get like approximately 30 days in a year. Yeah.
Let's talk about, now you're already here, you probably applied to this organization, but you were not happy, or things are not the way you expected them to be, because I've seen a lot of au pairs going to a host family, things doesn't work out. Can you change your organization while you're here?
Yes, you can change. Yes, you can change, but you need to be very careful. Yeah, like you need to calculate strategically, because it all lies on your visa. Your visa, you only get, you know, when you get the visa from the embassy, they normally give you 90 days visa. And then once you're here is when you get the extended version of your visa, and then you get the resident permit. So the residence permit is the extended version of your visa, and you get it extended up to 1 year. So the period, the period that you're volunteering. So it's not honestly a long period of time. 1 year is honestly not a very long time. So if you're changing your place of work, you need to calculate strategically according to your visa. If the other place of work are willing to take you, that's not a problem. Yes, you can change. But if not, you better stay there. Otherwise, you'll find your way back home.
You did stay in your workplace even though you're not 100% happy. I don't know if I should mention that.
Me myself, I was not happy where I was working. Honestly, to be honest, I wasn't happy, but I had no choice, and I was like, it's honestly 1 year and then I'll be gone. It's fine. I'll just But in some severe cases, you can get especially like au pair, where you have families that are just, it's crazy. It's better you run for your life. Yes, honestly. So in those cases, There are some extreme cases whereby you don't really get along with the family. Yeah, so you have to change. But for au pair is different, because I know au pairs, they have like agents, so it depends on how you came to Germany. So
exactly.
yes,
Yeah.
but for FSJ, I haven't heard of any agents that bring people to Germany, you know, that people come to Germany through agents, like maybe in Kenya, agents that bring people to Germany to come and do volunteer. So if you're not satisfied with where you are, you can definitely apply somewhere else. And the good thing about FSJ, you can actually extend your contract. You can extend your contract. Yes, you can extend your contract up to 18 months. Yeah, instead of 12 months, up to 18 months, you can definitely extend. So if you're not happy with where you are, you can definitely change. Yeah, there are lots of places where you can apply to, like, just for as long as you're in Germany. Don't worry about it. I made a video on the different organizations where you can apply, so Grace will leave the link in her description box, and now you can go and check it out and apply. Yeah, try your luck, you never know. Things are going to be tough. I would suggest you carry at least, let me just say, like 500 euros, because they're definitely going to be paying you 400 euros. That's like an approximate, you know, for food and stuff for the first month, just to be sure. Because for example, like for me, when I came, and then the apartment that I was given, it's not like it had anything. It only had a bed. You know, where I was living at work, they had rooms. They have rooms for people that are coming to volunteer, and the people that are also doing AUSBUILDING. So in this room, it's actually just a bed, you know, a 3x4 bed, mattress and stuff. But I had my kitchen and my own toilet. Thank God, I was not sharing anything. So yeah, but it's honestly, it differs. You know, you can get you can apply to an organization, and then you get a room whereby you have to share. You know, you have to share like the kitchen, or maybe you have to share the bathroom. So
Wow.
Yes, it depends.
That
yes, we have
sharing the kitchen, but not the bathroom.
yeah, the bathroom is terrible. It's honestly terrible, because we have these houses in Germany. It's called a WG. A WG is a WG is like a bed sitter.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, those are the houses that you're definitely going to get. So don't expect to come and live in a I don't know.
in a mansion.
No.
You know, you've mentioned about bringing your own pocket money for the first month. I think depending on the month you come, you know, if it's near winter, probably they don't give you jackets or warmer jackets and socks and boots and stuff like that. So it's a good idea that you've mentioned that people bring, at least you can buy yourself a jacket, isn't it?
You can buy yourself a winter jacket, and it's quite expensive. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Just make sure you bring some amount of money with you, just to be sure, you know. And when applying for FSJ, please try and find institutions that offer accommodation for your safety, because of the embassy. Yeah, just find, because some institutions don't offer accommodation. So the same institutions also employ Germans. You understand?
Oh, I see.
Yes, there are Germans who also volunteer. Like it's a German institution, you know, it's a German organization. So the Germans are already in Germany, and they have their own places to live. So which is why some places don't offer accommodation. But for foreigners, please find an institution that also offers accommodation. And if you're looking for places, especially like kindergartens, they don't offer accommodation. You can't sleep in the kindergarten. Yes. Yeah. For kindergarten, I've seen the people that have volunteered in kindergarten. Most of them are honestly already here. Maybe you're already here, and maybe you have a family, or like you figured yourself out, and like you already have accommodation, and you can now go and volunteer in kindergarten and maybe do AUSBUILDING if that's what you're interested in. But but if you're coming to volunteer in Krankenhaus, okay, that's the hospital, or a nursing home, most of them are the ones that offer accommodation. So yeah, if you have any further questions, feel free to leave a comment, you know, send an email, DM, all those all those stuffs. Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you subscribe to Millie. Her link is down below, and also subscribe to my channel, because the next video we will be talking about Millie's life from FSJ volunteer service to being a nurse in Germany. So please subscribe, and Millie can tell us all about how she moved from volunteer service to being a nurse. And thank you so much, Millie, for being here. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for having me, Grace. It's been a wow moment for me. I really enjoyed making this video with you, and yeah, I hope we'll make more videos, later on and stuff. Yeah. Yes, this has been interesting, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you in the next one.